that going out in public and some of the issues that you've run into, and you wonder, these are places you've been before and you should know them, and you're confused about how do I fix that? How do I...
And why does it happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can just start with that.
Okay. Well, Kay, I was having problems the other day when we went to the supermarket because he was disoriented. He was asking questions that were unrelated. He was confused, and he got rude to the end with the employer. And so, what do you do in a case like that?
Well, first of all, Tony, I think take into account, I don't know how many things you'd already done that morning or that afternoon.
Yeah.
Perhaps you'd gone thinking, okay, we're out, let's go do 3, 4, 5 things, and which is normal because it would be easier for you.
Yeah.
What I'm going to recommend is pick the most important place that you need to go.
That's good. Yeah.
And because he's going to be tired. He could be very tired very quickly. Number 2, when you go into the grocery store, we're so used to it, and our senses are very even. With Alzheimer's, dementia, other forms of memory loss, the senses are heightened. They're easily agitated. So he's walking into the market, and I had this experience with my mother. It was a real eye-opener to me because we'd gone to this market for years, and one day we walked in, and it was not a pleasant experience. She was extremely agitated.
Yeah.
I realized what I call it too much eye candy.
Okay.
Picture a young child going in and they see all the candy. You go to a candy store and they see so much and they can't make up their mind and they're going all over.
Wow.
They're seeing so much, so many colors, shapes, sizes, people, and again, the grocery store. The carts are going this way and so forth, and people are, it's very, very distressing to them. They are out of control. They're out of control. So the one time, the first time this happened with my mother, I immediately recognized that we could not take her back to the grocery store because, like you experienced, my mother was making really rude remarks to some of the people with their carts.
Yeah.
And
those people do not understand what's happening. So
no.
They get all startled.
Of course, and you know, on one hand you think, oh, well, I'll explain to them. First of all, they're in a hurry.
You can't.
They're in a hurry. That's your issue, ma'am. Sorry, but in the meantime, and they already came into the grocery store in a hurry with a million things on their mind.
Problems.
Yeah. So they don't want to really hear about yours.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my first suggestion.
Okay. That makes sense to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had an experience, as a matter of fact, so did my sister, where we only did this once. Again, we used to go to Costco and do some errands, and my mother started picking up absolutely everything. And I mean, and my sister was saying,
shopping spree, huh?
yeah, and my sister said, no, Mother, we don't need, don't tell me what we need. I know, my sister was shopping for her household. My mother was shopping in her mind for her house. And it became a very difficult situation, very difficult. I narrowed down greatly where I take my mom today. I can take her, for example, to the local farmer's market, and she starts putting things in the basket. Well, I get her to go ahead of me, and then I put them back. And, oh, you know that. Okay. And so what I've realized is she forgets what she put in the basket. There's enough time lapse that by the time we get ready to go, I say, oh, Mom, look at those flowers. I quickly pay. She has no idea.
That's a very good way of doing it.
Yes, no idea.
Because it's distracting them from the initial thought that they had in their mind into something that is what you want them to be at.
Right, and you know that